All right, and we are live. Once again, we are live. Welcome everybody who decided to come over here after me live streaming on Twitch. What a show on Twitch, playing a little bit of Gran Turismo Sport. That was a pretty good game that I had. A couple of good races. One guy shouted out of me and decided to put me on game on a car that I didn't know about. That car was fantastic. So that was a great race as well. A couple of good races I put it on replay, so I'll go back and watch when I'm bored. And I think that's the main thing about gaming, man. You just have a lot of fun and you enjoy yourself. And I think that's the most beautiful thing about gaming. You know, a lot of people like to do all this fanboying and they like to do all of this other stuff when it comes to showing what's best and I got this. You know, at the end of the day, it's just about having fun. And if you're having fun, you're enjoying yourself. That's all that matters. Me personally, I sidestepped the launch release of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One. So, in the Xbox Series. And so I'm going to wait to get that at a later time, but there's no reason not to talk about it. Maybe you guys can talk about your experience in the comment section. We will do that. But first and foremost, we're going to talk about my Georgia Southern Eagles. My Georgia Southern Eagles are 5-2 right now. We're playing against the Texas State Bobcats today. We are at home. We will be playing on ESPN3. So if you guys decide to want to watch some decent football, there it is right there. The football is going to be on and popping when it comes to Georgia Southern football. I love watching my team, and I can't tell you, no other place to go on a Saturday. Yes, there are some other football games that are playing out there. We will talk about those as well. But first and foremost, we're going to talk about my Eagles. One more game away to being bowl eligible. I don't know if how they're doing the bowl system this year because of COVID or whatever, but we'll get to that bridge once we get to it. We'll cross it once we get to it. Sorry, I'm all over the place. But nevertheless, we're going to talk about this. If anybody's here, we really appreciate everybody who's here so far. You don't mind. You hit the like button. You can also hit the share button, and you can go and talk to your friends and let them know about what we're doing over here at First and Frame Rates. Not only that, we also do a podcast every Tuesday and Thursday. We also, I stream on my Twitch channel, which is at VF Baller. You can find all of that stuff down in the description. I think my Twitch channel is down there. If not, just go to my Twitch and go to Twitch and type in VF Baller. It's very easy to find. Also, we have places where you can become a Patreon. We also sell merch as far as Teespring. All that stuff is down in the description. You can check all that stuff there out. So let's go ahead and get into it. Georgia Southern is 5-2 after winning their game in a pretty good fashion last week. They did a pretty good job of taking care of business against Troy. We did. Derek Canteen had a couple of interceptions, and that was always good to get help from the secondary because we thought the secondary just was not going to be where they needed to be so far this year after losing pretty good corners. I had some questions about Darryl Baker, but he played pretty well. Derek Canteen, redshirt freshman, leads the nation in interceptions with 4. That may have changed, but as of right now, he leads the nation in interceptions. So we're doing a really good job of that. And I think against Texas State, they do like to throw the ball a little bit, but I think we'll be able to handle them quite nicely. As you can see, their quarterback, not Texas, but McBride is going up against Shy Wertz once again. Shy Wertz has come on as a pretty decent passer, way better than he has been in the past. And I just wish that he would be able to tone down some of his throws because he's got 5 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, which is way higher than he's used to throwing. So he's used to, at one point he hasn't thrown an interception for 2 years, and now all of a sudden he has 5 in 1 year. When we did say he was going to throw the ball a little bit more, but the problem with that is I think a lot of his passes aren't really compartmentalized where we would like it to be. Because the thing about it, the reading defenses and watching progression is not his strength, and we would like to see more of that. Hopefully, we'll get to that down the road. Shout out to Spectacular Pooh. How are you doing? Appreciate you coming through, my brother. It's good to see you here in the chat. Nice to see that. So outside of the passing game, J.D. King is out I think he's out for the season, torn ACL. So we will see more of Gerald Green, Wesley Kennedy, and hopefully we get to see Jalen White. Jalen White is a beast in my opinion. He's a true freshman out of Alabama, and he runs the ball like you would. He runs the ball like you want your running back to run the ball. You know, it's one of those things that you like to see out of a running back. He does it very well, and hopefully we will be able to see him play today against Troy. I have nothing against him not getting some carries, because I thought that he could have been, you know, right up there with the rest of the running backs playing today. So hopefully we'll see more of that. Malik Murray is our leading receiver going up against their leading receiver, which is Barbie. He has 27 catches, 393, 8 touchdowns, and Malik only has 1. One thing about Georgia Southern, we don't really throw the ball as much as that I would like, but we do fairly good running the ball. As you can see, look at the stats. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. There we go. As you can see the stats right here, you see where we only throw for 107.4 yards a game, but we run for 260. Actually, in my opinion, I think that's a little bit lower what we normally do. We usually throw the ball for maybe around, we usually run the ball for a little bit around 300 plus, but we have been throwing the ball a little bit more, so they kind of toned it down a little bit. But you can see the defense. Defense have been doing phenomenal. We only been giving up less than 100 yards rushing a game, and a little bit over 100 yards a game, and passing about 225, 227 a game. So the defense has stepped up big time since the last time. Not the last time, but they've been stepping up big time since like the last few weeks. They've been pretty much abysmal at first. We kind of see the defense struggle a bit against Coastal Carolina, and but after that, you know, they kind of locked things down. And even with Coastal Carolina, we did pretty good. The only problem is we couldn't keep the offense, you know, off the field. You know, the offense needed. We couldn't keep the offense off the field. It's like we constantly kept the ball for 3 and outs, 30 seconds here and there, and we just could not do anything to make anything of it. So hopefully we'll be able to turn that. Hopefully we'll continue that against Texas State. Texas State is 1-8, 1-4 in the conference. Now don't give this team, don't push over this team because they're 1-8. These guys have played very competitively in all of their losses outside of pretty much the BYU game, and you could say the App State game. You can see where they almost beat SMU. They almost beat UTSA. They almost beat Boston College. So, these guys can play some football. They just cannot find a way to finish games and complete them. You know, all their games to like 10 points or less that they lost outside of the BYU and the App State game. These guys are playing pretty good ball. So we just can't sit here and say, all right, it's okay that we'll be able to just run over this team. Just can't take this team for granted. I think we're going to be okay when it comes to actually playing against them. Long as we play our type of football, I think we'll be fine. Let's look at the statistics overall. Brady McBride has 1,125 yards passing. Brock Sturgis has 483 yards rushing. Their leading receiver has 393. And on the defensive side, I haven't heard much about their defense, but I do understand that Jaron Morris has 3 interceptions. That's 1 less than Derek Canteen. Derek Canteen leads the nation with 4, and he's right behind him with 3. That's one thing we have to worry about because our passing game is not the best, so we just have to be really careful about how we do things. Also, I want to look at everybody else on defense down here. You look at the sack totals here. Let me see. All right, so you got Nico Ezador has 2.5 sacks. He leads the team in sacks. Defensive lineman. You also have a couple of linebackers who are doing pretty good in tackling. We're having Graham, Christian Taylor, London Harris. These guys here are pretty much their backbone when it comes to making the plays. You look at all of their linebackers right here. You look at the solo tackles. Not look at the solo tackles. You can go back and just look at what they do. They're always around the ball, 17, 15, 12. 15, 12, 13. You look at the solo tackles, most of this, and this is a good thing to see when it comes to our team playing against them. You see that their leading tacklers are the safeties and the defensive backs. So what that means is for us, when we run the ball, we should be highly successful running the ball against them because all their second level players are making tackles. You know what that means? That means their first level players aren't really getting to the ball as quick as they would like. So therefore, even though you look at the linebackers got 19 or whatever, but you see their safeties are the ones that get in the tackles. I don't necessarily know what kind of defense they run, but I'm pretty sure that their defense does not really most defenses don't consist of a safety leading or abundance of safeties and cornerbacks leading in tackles. That's not a good sign for them. So I think we'll be able to run the ball against them as we see fit. Once again, I want to go back and look at the comparisons real quick. See if I can get back to that. Yeah, this Texas State Bobcats. Here we go. We look at the rushing yards allowed. This is almost right up our alley. They give up almost 190 yards a game. We run for 260. So we should be able to run the ball pretty well against them. We should be able to. So I'm looking at that as well. Also, you look at up here, look at the points allowed per game. They give up 36 points a game compared to us only 19. And like I said, Georgia Southern's done a phenomenal job at stopping teams getting the end zone. Outside of I would say, pretty much all of our games have been that way. We've done pretty good. The ULM game we gave up 30 points, but we won that game. But still, we've been holding a lot of teams down. Even in our loss against Coastal Carolina, they only scored 28 points, which is a little high. But we'll just have to take it for what it is. Even with the Louisiana game, they only beat it. They only won. They won like by, I can't remember, it was 18-20 or something like that. Yeah, 18-20. They only scored 20 points against us. I would love to play those guys again. I'm not necessarily sure if we will, but we would love to play those guys again. And so we play at Texas State. Next week's game is going to be a big one. We play against Army. I'm not sure how we'll be able to play against them on that level. It's going to be tough, but I would like to see us be competitive and possibly win that game. I'm not really sure. Then we play Georgia State and App State. The Florida Atlantic game, I think we're going to be playing that on December 5th. That one was postponed, so hopefully we can get the dub there as well. So I'm looking for us to go, 4-1 to finish the season, and that's just being realistic. We'll go 4-1, and that'll give us basically give us a 9-3 record, and I'm okay with that. Hopefully we could beat Appalachian State. I'm not too much worried about Georgia State. Georgia State plays pretty well, but I think we'll be okay against them. I think we will be. I think we'll be fine. So with that being said, I don't have much else to say about the pregame. I think we're going to be fine. We play at 3:30. We play at 3:30 on ESPN3, and we will get it on and popping right there. Hopefully you guys will tune in. You can watch that on the side as you watch your other games. I always love watching Georgia Southern football. That's my school. I love it, and it's nothing else like it. So hopefully we'll see what the defense do at the end of the day. I think, Rashad Byrd, you have, what's his name? Oh, goodness. Let me get to the defense. Matter of fact, I don't want to forget about those guys. Let's talk about the defense because, you have Rashad Byrd. And, like I said, you have Rashad Byrd. You have Raynard Ellis. You have Derek Canteen, obviously. You also have, let's see, the solo tackles. See, like us on the other end, we do a better job at tackling up front. Like you see with Texas State, those guys have safeties that are leading tacklers, but over here, we have our linebackers. Derek Canteen has just been all over the place. He has 22 tackles, but you have like a Rashad Byrd, Raynard Ellis, those two linebackers, Zion McGee, Anthony Wilson, he's a safety, Singletary, he's a safety, but our leading tacklers are the linebackers. 3 out of the 4 are linebackers, and that's what you like to see. Raymond Johnson, he has 4 sacks on the season. The other defensive end, A.J. Watkins, he has 2 on the season. And interceptions, like I said earlier, you got Derek Canteen with 4. Rashad Byrd has 1. You also have Darrell Baker with one, and Raynard Ellis also has one. So in total, we have 7 interceptions on the season. Hopefully, we'll continue that trend and do better. Passes defended, Darrell Baker, Anthony Wilson. The guys have been doing great. Kendrick Duncan is there, Rashad Byrd. So we'll just continue to push forward when it comes to our defense. And I think we'll continue to do a phenomenal job. So I don't have anything else for the pregame. I expect us to win by maybe 2 touchdowns. And that's just putting it generous. I don't want to, say it's going to be a blowout because it is a 1-8 team. But Texas State plays some pretty good ball. They do. And that's something you can't look past, that they do play pretty good football. And I just can't wait. 3:30. And once it comes, it's going to be all good. I'll be sitting here watching the game, do a couple things for the Patreon members, do a couple of things for the channel in general. And that's how we're going to be rocking, so it is all good. What's going on, Uzi Vert? How are you, man? It's no problem, man. I know how it is, man. You just woke up. It's no big deal, man. We still out here doing the pregame. Definitely going to do the postgame. Definitely going to do all of that. So I was just talking about the offense and the defense, how well I think we can do against Texas State. They give us a 77% chance of winning. And I still don't look at that as anything. I just take it as, hey, look, we supposed to win this game. We just need to do what we have to do to win. So just to do a quick recap, I know Uzi Vert asked a question. He said we should be able to run pretty easily on the team. Yes, absolutely. I was just talking about that earlier. They give up 190 yards a game. We run for 260, so we should be fine running against this team. Like I said, we're going to have Gerald Green back there. Wesley Kennedy should be playing. And I want to see a little bit of Jalen White. I think those 3 guys are going to do pretty good. Always you're going to see Speedy LaRoche going to be back there as well. So we got and I haven't even talked about Logan Wright. So we got 5 running backs that's going to run the ball. Shy Wirtz is also going to get some yards as well. I think we should be really good against them as far as running the ball. Passing, I don't know, not so much. I still want to see a more condensed passing game. I do want to pass, but I want to see a more condensed passing game. I don't want to see anything out of the way or nothing crazy where Shy Wirtz is just looking at one receiver and tossing the ball up. I mean, that's how interceptions happen. We don't need that. So if we could continue to run the ball and then we could do a little bit of play action out of the option, get us a nice maybe 3 or 4 completions, we're good. I mean, even last game, Shy Wirtz was 12 or 13, and that 13, that one incompletion was the interception that he threw, which was kind of ill-advised. So I would like to see more of that, and I want to see, more of the efficiency in the passing game. Yes, I have noticed Kennedy hasn't been getting the ball as much, and I think that's I think that they're doing a disservice to their offensive scheme because Kennedy can break a game easily, and I think that's something that they need to do, especially in the open space. They need to find a way to get him in open space. Maybe they'll do a speed option where they can pick and choose instead of the pistol option where it's more traditional, straightforward style. I want to see them give the defense an option to go for the quarterback or the running back. And if they can be able to do that and pitch the ball a little bit better, I think they'll do great. Yeah, Shy does need to learn how to throw the ball away and don't force it. There's nothing wrong with throwing the ball away and fighting another day. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes he throw the ball the guy be covered or be 2 people over him on the receiver, and it's ridiculous. I mean, you saw that catch that Thompson made last week. It was a phenomenal catch, but the problem was, I mean, that guy was covered. You did not have to make that throw to him, So I think that'll be I think that's something that we need to get away from. Yeah, it's like when we pitch the ball, we always get good yards. That's what I'm saying. It's like I get it with the spread option, and you want to give the defense a choice to tuck or go for the carry or what. But when you have an open field option, it's way more effective. Because you got Shy Wirtz or Wesley Kennedy that can take it upfield easily. So when we do get the pitch, yes, always we have a way to cut upfield, or we'll pitch it and we'll just go upfield that way. I think that's always the best way to do it. Yes, I don't mind the QB wraps. I don't mind the ones when we put it in the quarterback's belly and pull the ball out to run the opposite way. I don't have a problem with that. But when we run the traditional speed option or we run the traditional option out of the shotgun or whatever the case may be, hell, it could even be a pistol option. But when we run that, we are way more effective. I totally 100% agree with that. So I think that's something that, hopefully that'll be more in place when it comes to the offense, because with that, you're able to definitely keep the defense guessing that way. And it's easier to pass the ball out of that because somebody can be open when you're running a speed option that way. When you're running the pistol option, everybody's still going to be in place waiting to see what you're going to do. But when you're on the move and you're running that speed option, or even if you're just running the traditional option, it's a lot harder. They're going to have bodies moving all over the place to the point where somebody can be open if you drop back for a second. The pass defense have done well. They've been doing good for the past few weeks, actually. That's something that nobody's really been talking about, that, the pass defense have been doing a lot better. I can't tell you from game to game. I don't know, but I know that we've been more on a lockdown since the Louisiana Monroe game. That Louisiana Monroe game gave me fits because they just marched down the field and we barely won that game by an inch, literally an inch. And, the Campbell game was another game. We was not able to get anything defensively out of our pass defense. We were all over the place. They were passing the ball on us. But for the past 2 or 3 weeks, we've been doing very well. I mean, we did good against University of South Alabama. We did good against Troy. Even with Coastal Carolina had one big play that I can remember. Outside of that, we did okay overall. We just ran out of gas in the fourth quarter. But the other 2 games, we did very well with the pass defense. And I think we can continue to hold that up. I think Derek Canteen is good money. I think he's going to be fine. But the other side, you got Dal Baker, you got Kendrick Duncan. Those guys need to step up just a tad bit, because I know that Texas State is still going to try to throw the ball. They're going to try to throw the ball. They always do. I mean, they throw 216 yards per game, so they are willing to throw the ball. So we just need to be mindful of that. Shout out to the mug. Check that on Teespring if you want a mug. Also, I don't like our kicker either. I was a big fan of him at first, but after a while, I kind of started not like him. Yeah, he's missing like very bad. He's missing some bad kicks for no reason, and I don't get it. I really do not understand what is the problem with our kicker. Let me see if I can pull him up right here. Not Christian, not Dylan Lewis. Rayner. Here he is right here. Alex Rayner. Here he is right here. This is our kicker that we have now. Freshman out of Kennesaw. Look at this. Field goal percentage. He's tied 74th. He's tied 74th in the country. That's terrible. 8 of 11. Okay, I give you that. But 20 of 29, he's a 4 for 4. But these are the ones I want to see right here. I don't care. I want to see the 40 to 49 ones. These are the ones I want to see hit. I want him to hit these right here. The 40 to 49. You don't realize that these kicks right here could have changed the game for us. Even the 30-yarder right here, the 30-yard one, could have changed the game for us. And I would like to see him make those. Now, the extra points, he's money on the extra points. But when he gets past 30 yards, what are we doing? I think that I say past 40 yards, what are we doing? And as long as one was 41, and nothing against him or anything, but that's not traditional Georgia Southern kickers. We make our kicks. We always have great kickers here at Georgia Southern, and I want to cut him a little bit of slack. He is a freshman, but he needs to do a little bit better. I think he needs to do better. Dylan Lewis is another freshman that's a place kicker. He hasn't kicked yet. Would like to see him do something if Rayner cannot step it up. Let's see. Brian Christensen, yeah, I haven't followed him that much. His kickoffs gets around the 20 and 30 yard line. You know, I haven't even noticed that. That's terrible. And you know what? You're absolutely right. Jesus Christ, what is he doing? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. It should have it on here. They only got field goals and extra points. No, it don't say. I'm surprised it don't have a stat for that. No, that's crazy. Yeah, every now and then he'll get inside the 5 or something like that. But you're absolutely right. His kicks don't go far at all. Where's Tyler Bass when you need him? Yeah, he's in Buffalo, I know. But yeah, I think this is something that needs to be improved on. I think this is the best that we got right now. We'd like to see the other guy try to play. But to be honest, it's probably the best that we got. So at the end of the day, we just got to stick with him. 8 of 11, 72%. And for right now, this is what we got. I mean, we're still 5-2, so that's something to be behold of. But I want to see him do better at 40. I would like to see him do better at the 40 plus. Yeah, I mean, Tyler Bass kicks. I mean, it's gone. It's right out of the end zone. Young Way Cool was the same way. But I mean, we got this guy here. We did have one kicker that we did try to recruit. Matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. We tried to recruit this one kicker, but he backed out at the last second. And then, I mean, he was I don't know where he is now, but I would love to see whatever happened to that guy. Let me see if I can find any information on him. Let me see. Just bear with me real quick. Not Dylan Lewis. I think his name started with a Z. Let's see. There he is right here. This kid right here, we'll put it up on the screen so you guys can see. He ended up going to Florida. I don't know if he's playing right now, but this is the guy that was supposed to come to Georgia Southern. Zach Seska. And he ended up going to no, I take that back. He was going to go to Florida. I don't know where he is now. He was going to go to Florida June 15th. This is weird. He enrolled at Florida 2020, June 15th. He ended up enrolling at Georgia Southern January 21st. Then he signed a letter of intent to go there. Then he commits to Georgia Southern February 6, 2019. Okay, this is going backwards. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. It's going backwards. He enrolled at Georgia Southern, then in June, he left Georgia Southern, and then he went to Florida. So he's playing at Florida now, but he was all over the place. Yeah, he was like the best kicker in the state for Florida, I think. And we was going to, he committed to us and everything. I mean, he was a damn good kicker, but he left Georgia. He left Georgia Southern and he ended up going to Florida. I don't know if he's playing or not. I would like to know if he is. Let's go and see if he's playing. I'm gonna go see if he's playing. Let's see. There he is right there. I don't know if he's starting or not, but that's him right there. Zach Seska. So he went to Georgia Southern and he ended up decommitting. So we had a kicker. And see, he did not play his first 3 games of the season. He transferred to Florida as a preferred walk-on from Georgia Southern. So he decided to go walk on at Florida and did not want to be a starter at Georgia Southern. I mean, I get it. You know, Florida's a bigger school. But you could have been playing with us right now. You know? And he's walking on, he's not even playing. Because he has no stats. Well, I mean, sometimes, you know. Sometimes that's how it be. I'm going to look at the roster one more time and see if I can find his information. See if he has any stats. That's McPherson. He's playing. There he is, Zach Seska. Freshman kicker. No, he has no stats. None. He's not even playing. Well, I mean, what can you do? What can you do? Well, there's nothing you can say about that. Nah, he's not playing. He's not playing. And see, that's the thing. He could have been playing if he played at Georgia Southern. He would have been playing right now. Because McPherson is the starter. Evan McPherson is the starter. Yeah, that's the starter right there. McPherson and Zach Seska's right here. He's not doing anything. They don't even have a picture of him. Well, I mean, what can you do? So we just got to stick with what we got, and I think we'll be fine. We'll be okay. You know, it's no big deal. So, well, I mean, that's pretty much it for that. So we gotta rely on Alex Rayner. Hopefully he'll get better throughout the year. But yeah. Let's see. That's a good question. You said, do you think JD will come back this year if he doesn't get any offers? I'm going to be honest. I don't think JD's going to get any offers in the NFL. I don't think he is. And it sucks because of his injury. I just don't think he's ready to go pro just yet. And also, I think he's a junior. Yeah, we don't care about that. Let's see. I think he's just a junior. Let me see. It doesn't say. Oh, there he is. No, he's a senior. I didn't know he was. I thought he was a junior. He's a senior, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's going to get any offers. They may let him come back. And if he comes back, I think he should. Because I think he has everything, all the tools to be an NFL style running back. I just don't think he's ready just yet. And I think that's the deal. I don't think he's ready yet, and the ACL kind of set him back. But you never know. We'll see. I think he should just I personally think he should come back, honestly. Wesley Kennedy, another one. I'm not sure about him. He's a senior as well. 5'10", 180. I think if Wesley Kennedy goes pro, they're going to probably try to make him into a receiver. I think they'll try to put. I think they'll try to make him out of a receiver. I don't think that Wesley Kennedy. I don't think they'll try to make him as a running back. They may. But I think if they do, I think they'll be successful at doing it. I think he'll be successful at running back. But especially with the way the running back position is played in the NFL, you know, you got to catch out the backfield and everything. But I think they're going to try to make him a receiver first. And I just think that's what's going to happen. They're probably going to try to make him a slot receiver. But no, man, I'm here for it, and hopefully we'll see what happens with J.D. King. I think he should come back. He comes back and play for a little while. I think he'll pull up his stock. Stock draft will be a little bit better. I'm ready to see this kid right here. And they don't have anything on. There he is. This is the kid I want to see play. I want to see him play today. I want to see him play today. Jalen White needs to play today. I want to see this kid play. I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be pretty good. So hopefully that'll work out. As far as that. Yo, VF, I'm posting Max Payne 3 clips, hopefully to convince Bills. Hey, if he don't get the game, man, I might just go ahead and stream it. Hell, I mean, I got it on PC. I might just go ahead and stream it. And speaking of that, let's talk about a little bit of next generation. I don't have much to say because I don't have a next generation console. But GATA and Go Eagles, we will see that game in less than 2 hours. That game will be at 3:30. But nevertheless, I'm impressed. I will say this. I am thoroughly impressed. Let me fix this. There we go. Bring that over some. There we go. I am thoroughly impressed by what the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series have done. They've done a pretty good job. They've done a pretty good job of putting the consoles out in the fashion they did, good quality. And I'm with you, Liver. I'm going to wait till the prices go down, probably at least for one of them. But I plan on getting one of them by my birthday. My birthday is next month. Matter of fact, my birthday is a month from today. My birthday is December 14th. You're broke after buying your gaming PC. Hey, welcome to the club, bro. I got a gaming PC right here, and I know what it's like to go and broke buying parts and stuff. Spec Pooh is another one. He bought he got his PC parts the other day, and he's broke right now as well. So yeah, me and you have the same birthday. I knew that already. Yeah. So my birthday is a month away from now, so hopefully everything will go smooth there. And I mean, it's just a good time to have the birthday around this time of the year. Not too much, because when you was younger, your parents try to say your birthday and your Christmas gift is all one thing. Terrible. You bought an AMD motherboard? That's good. Yeah, I know you did. Yeah. Man, you need a new case, man. I told you that already. Get a new case. But I am impressed with what they've done. A lot of people who have the next gen consoles pretty much are on par with average PCs, and that's good. That's good. A lot of console gamers they should have the right to experience it a little bit because they've been behind for so long. Now you need you a case, man. But so I know exactly, the feeling, and it's a good day for gamers in general. They're finally able to get those high frame rates and the good fidelity in some of their games. Hopefully it continue to push these games, but I plan on building another PC myself, hopefully around tax time next year. And this PC I got right here that you see, and I'm going to use this PC exactly for what it is, just to stream off of, and I'm gonna move all my games to my Beast PC that I'm going to build. Some games are very disappointing. Speak on that. What games are very disappointing on next gen? Because it's only a few games that I know that are like Valhalla, that running in 4K 30. That's unacceptable. Also, I think Dirt 5 runs at 4K 30 as well. And I think the new Yakuza is running at 4K 30, which I don't understand that. I could be wrong about the Yakuza game, but I do know that the Assassin's Creed game that runs at 4K 30. That stuff needs to get out of here. None of these games. I said this on my last stream when I was streaming on Twitch. No game should be running at 30 frames on these new consoles. Period. I don't care. I don't care if the game's not 4K. They need to go ahead and take the 4K out and have the games run at 60 minimum. 60 frames per second minimum. That 30 frames gots to go. It gots to go. But that's the only thing I can say about that. It's just ridiculous that the fact that these games are still running at 30. That needs to stop. But overall, I like the way these consoles released. I like the fact that the PS5 is backwards compatible with PS4. I also like the fact that Xbox done a pretty good job of backwards compatibility. I think this launch in general, outside of the availability, I think the launch was okay. It would have been much more smoother if some of these consoles were in-house so people can go buy them at the stores. See, you got Valhalla on your normal Xbox. My frames drops on certain areas like heavily drop. Yeah, and you know, I can't even say that's a problem with the console itself. That's a problem with Ubisoft. They need to do better with putting their games out in a better fashion. I think Assassin's Creed Ubisoft, right? Because I don't play Assassin's Creed games. I think it is. Well, anyway, they need to do better with that because that's ridiculous. There's no reason why these games are jacked up the way they are. It should not be that way at all. Yeah, I mean, Ubisoft always had that problem. Oh, I want to back up a little bit. I do apologize. Shout out to Lyrical9 for subscribing to the channel. Also, shout out to Jaquin Simpson for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. I don't know if you guys are here listening, but shout out to you guys. Shout out to the few guys who they followed on Twitch. Everything is growing, man. We're trying to get to 1,000 here on YouTube by the end of January, and we're trying to get to 200 subs by the end of January as well. So, I mean, 200 followers on Twitch by the end of January. So we are moving right along. But like I said, these games, no game should be less than 60. None. Not at this point. These consoles are powerful enough to run 60 frame per second games. I don't care if it's 1440p 60 or whatever the case may be. They need to be 60 frames, period. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't jump out of the way and get a console right away, because I was afraid that I'm going to be paying $500 and I'm going to mess around and be playing 30 frames per second games. No, I'm not doing it. I did that for the PS4. I did that for the Xbox One. I'm not doing it again for this go around. I'm not doing it again for this go around. It's just not happening. Not at all. Just not at all. Let's see. What time is it? Okay, we've been running for 47 minutes. I'm going to give it to about another 5 or 10 minutes. If you guys got any questions, let me know. It doesn't matter if it's related to Georgia Southern football. Is it related to any type of sport? Is it related to gaming? This is what I'm here for, man. I try to give you guys the best content possible. Once again, this is the First and Frame Rate YouTube channel. We also have a Twitch channel, which is VF Baller. I don't have it in the description, so I will put that in the chat. That is the Twitch channel right there if you guys want to check that out. And with that being said, also we do sell merch on Teespring. If you look right above me right here, we have one of the hoodies that we have. We have plenty of other things that we sell as well. T-shirts, we sell mugs, we sell a mask. Here's my mask right here. You can wear your mask out in public, show everybody who's and what's the best gaming podcast and or channel out here. I don't care what they say. Don't let these 500 subs fool you, or the 140 followers on Twitch fool you. I feel like I have the best content out here, and it's hands down. It's not even close. So I hope you guys just take a look. Also, we have Teespring. I already said Teespring. We also have a Patreon. You can check that. That's down in the description. We also have a Cash App and PayPal. So if you guys want to donate, if you find it in your heart to do so, it's fine. $1 goes a long way. And if not, that's fine as well. Because I'm going to continue to give you this content. Because I love gaming. I love sports. And it is all good. I love every bit of it. You guys are the best for the support. Even if you come around and watch a little bit, click the like button, share, tell your friends what I'm doing over here. You know, love to see you guys here. You guys are great. Once again, if you guys have any questions, that's great. This could be a quick Q&A because I'm going to close this out really shortly because my brother-in-law is coming over here. I got a couch that I need to put back here, which is upstairs, where he's going to be here to move that later on. And I'm going to watch a little bit of football. Going to listen to the pregame, Georgia Southern football pregame show with Eddie Lacy. I'm going to say Eddie Lacy. I'm sorry. Colin Lacy and I forgot the other guy's name. Oh goodness. I know it's Danny Reed and Colin Lacy. They're going to be doing the they're going to be doing the pregame to that. You got to clean the house in like 20 minutes. Yeah, I feel you, man. Every day that I'm off, I try to clean something up around here. Me having a 2-year-old, man, look, this house becomes a mess really quick. I thank God that he does not pull down my games from my he doesn't pull down my games off the shelf anymore, because he used to love doing that. Oh my God, he was terrible at it, but I love him all the same. But like I said, it's always a good time around here cleaning up, because he loves to mess up. So I'm gonna clean the house up, and I'm gonna wait for my brother-in-law to get here, get some things together. So you guys don't have any questions, that's fine. It's all good. You guys been here the entire time. You guys are awesome. I don't know, Pooh. I don't know if we're going to get Bills to do Max Payne 3. If that's the case, I may have to do Max Payne myself. So we'll probably be doing that maybe next week, or probably later on this week, or whatever the case may be. Because I really want to play that game again. Outside of that, I will be streaming, doing the post game after this. Probably be doing some gaming as well. So you guys can catch me on the Twitch channel, which is VF Baller. And definitely will be on that. Quick question, that's a good one. Any good games on right now? Let's look and see. Let's see what's going on before we go. I'm glad you said that. Full score, because this is what I normally do, and I keep forgetting. Miami and Virginia Tech is a good game that's going on right now. If you can see that, 13-14. So that's in the third quarter. So if you guys want to watch that, this could be a top 10 upset if we don't watch it, because Virginia Tech, I mean, they always had a pretty good football program, so we'll see how that plays out. Indiana, Michigan State. Indiana is actually playing pretty good. Michigan State, what happened to them? Jesus Christ. Marshall playing Mid-Tennessee. Liberty is playing pretty good as well, 28-7 over Western Carolina. They're ranked. So those are the games that are going on right now in the top 25. Do I think Coastal will go undefeated? I don't know. I don't know. Let's look at that for a second. Is Coastal on here? The Coastal game has been postponed. I do know that. They postponed the Coastal Carolina game due to COVID. So Coastal and Troy is not going to be playing. So let's look at the schedule real quick. They're number 15 in the country. They just blew out Georgia State. My God. Them guys. I can't wait to play them, to shut them up again. They beat out South Alabama. They play App State, but they're playing in at Myrtle Beach, so they may have a chance there. Texas State, yeah, they very well could go undefeated. The Liberty game is going to be a tough game though. Liberty has been playing really good, and I'm surprised Liberty has not gotten to a conference yet. I think they will eventually. They're going to have trouble against App State and Liberty. But the fact they're playing both of those games at home, they may have a chance to go undefeated. Shout out to Coastal Carolina. Them guys have done a phenomenal job of turning their program around. And I just think we need to figure out a way. We need to figure out a way to step our game up to play against them. Because next year, I mean, I feel that they're just going to continue to get better. You know, so I'm ready to see how that's going to play out. So we're going to get into that later on once the season's over when it comes to that, because I'm not really sure about what we can do now, because we're not playing them again, I don't think. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Long as App State don't win the Sun Belt, I'm good as well, because I'm tired of them. I'm sick and tired of them. We've been beating the bricks off them the last couple of years, and they always find a way to win the Sun Belt. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. So hopefully this will be a situation where we'll be able to find a way to talk noise against them, especially if we beat them and they don't win the Sun Belt. That'd be awesome. That'd be absolutely awesome. So that's another game I can't wait to get into and see how that plays out. I really hope we get the dub on that. Also, FAU going to be the hardest team they play. Who's that? Who playing with Tom? We do? You talking about us playing FAU? Because we play FAU later. I don't know who. I think, does App State play them? Let's see the full schedule. Nah, they don't play them. Oh, Georgia Southern? Yeah. You're right about that. You're right about that because FAU, and they're a little bit suspect themselves. To be honest with you, they're a little bit suspect themselves. Let's look at the schedule. I want to see what they did so far this year. Florida Atlantic is yeah. I mean, look what they're playing. They beat Marshall, but I mean they're playing a bunch of nobodies, man. They beat Charlotte. Yeah, they play FIU. They play Mid Tennessee. Yeah, I think they could be had. We can get them. I think we can get them easily. I think we'll be able to get them. I think we can win that game against them. I don't think they're that good. Look at statistics. Yeah, and not only that, they haven't played much football, so I think we got a chance. We got a chance to beat them. I think we'll be able to beat them. Yeah, Willie Taggart Jr. is playing for them. Yeah, so I can't wait to see how this game plays. I think our defense will be good enough to get them. So I'm ready for that challenge. I'm definitely ready for that. I don't have anything else. I think I'm gonna slide out of here. It's up to 56 minutes. I think that's a good time. I appreciate you guys coming through once again. You guys are great. Check out everything in the description. I will be back for a post-game show. Definitely will be back for post-game because I think we're going to celebrate a dub. I think we're going to win this game. I think we're going to win this game pretty good, pretty handily. And it's all good. It is all good. So definitely we'll see you guys after the game. And you guys be safe. You guys be easy. Once again, yeah, hopefully we will be happy. Definitely. And, I don't want to be coming back here with my head down trying to figure out what happened. So, you guys check out everything in the description. You know what to do. If you find it in your heart to check it out and just look at it, that'll be great. If not, we will be back after the game. So you guys be easy. You guys take care. See you post game. Peace.